Good evening, traveler. Welcome to the Penumbra. May I take your coat? You've picked an excellent place to spend the night, dear traveler. The Penumbra is the grandest hotel this side of nowhere. Countless rooms and countless halls. Just look ahead of you. See the doors go on and on. Even we aren't sure how many there are, or what lies behind them. Will you be staying long? Many of our guests do. You're in good company, traveler. The Penumbra draws guests from everywhere and every when, and all of them have stories to tell. Stories that will excite you, delight you, and maybe even terrify you. Don't believe me? Well, see for yourself. Detective Steel is at it again. This week he's after a missing medicinal magnate. He's dealt with plenty of missing persons before, and he says they all have one thing in common. The interesting part is never where the victims disappeared to. It's what they left behind. What luck! It sounds like he's in. Come, traveler. Come with me into room J13. Juno Steel and the Prince of Mars.
Youth. Is there anything more precious than youth? For thousands of years, humanity has searched for a way to bottle youth. Focus, energy, power. We've searched for fountains, electricity, exercise, but never have we looked to the past. Until now. My people, the ancient Martians, knew the secret to endless youth. Focus, energy, power. These were the traits of every Martian, from lowly workman to king and queen. And today, I, the Saffron Prince of Mars, bring you these secrets. Focus, energy, power. From the ancient Martian sands, we bring you cocaine. Cocaine. The focus of a mystic. The energy of a child. The power of an ancient. Now available wherever prescriptions are sold. Cocaine. From my people to yours. Cocaine. From Saffron Pharmaceuticals.
Damn ads get longer every day. Hyperion City. The only place in the galaxy where you can buy a dime bag from a prince, all from the comfort of your personal vehicle. It's convenient, sure.
For you, we'll throw in 2 tons of uranium-236, all for the low cost.
But it does mean there's never anything good to listen to. My name's Juno Steel, and I spend a lot of time with my car radio. On stakeouts, listening in where I'm not wanted, getting chased, and starting chases. I'm a private eye. Picked up all kinds of clients during my decade and change in the PI business. Politicians, execs, celebrities, interplanetary criminals. But that day I was meeting with a very different animal. Royalty.
Juno, so glad you could make it. How long has it been? It feels like years.
Probably because it's been years.
I mean, look at you.
I'd rather not.
Well, look at me then. No, don't. We've both gotten so old, Juno. How did we let it happen? I'd always thought, well, I thought what all young people think, the fools, that aging was just for other people.
You might have been right about that one. I last saw the guy 10 years ago, before he landed the role of a lifetime as the face of Saffron Pharmaceuticals. Back then his name was Julian, his title was Hey You, and the strongest thing he tried to sell me was a double espresso. A decade had passed, and Julian still looked bright-eyed, soft-skinned, and 25. A real achievement, given he was 30 when we met.
What were we up to in those days? It feels like a lifetime ago. God, I must have been so pathetic. Was I pathetic? Tell me how pathetic I was.
I'm gonna plead the 50th on that one. So you called me about...
No, hold on. I almost have it. Now I remember. In my jail cell.
You were under house arrest.
The courtroom then. A thunderstorm. The prosecution railed against me, and you struck your fist upon the table and shouted, "No! I swear that justice will be served."
You never even went to trial.
You saved me, Juno. And back when I was nobody, you took my case when everyone was certain I'd killed that man, and you saved me from a lifetime of prison bars and cafeteria food and men named Hank with tattoos on their faces. I promised never to forget it on that snowy night, and Juno Steel, I never will. And that's why I know you can save me again.
Julian, I thought we had an agreement over the phone.
Oh, we do.
You just said save you.
Did I?
You did. Listen, I've got a few people you can call, but I'm not in the market for another murder or smuggling charge or whatever the hell else you're up to. I'm looking for slower cases right now.
But this is a slow one, Juno. The very slowest. A glacier of a case, I promise you. But you have to take it, please. I'm begging you. You must.
A glacier, huh?
Uh-huh.
All right. I'm listening.
You know my husband?
No, but I'm a fan of his work. Anthony DiMaggio, head of Saffron Pharma. I've had a few real good weeks I should probably thank him for.
Co-head, please. I own just as much of our company as he does, even if he refuses to act like it.
Sounds like it isn't all roses and royal banquets in the Saffron throne room.
It never is. I'm only angry because I love him. That's not a crime, is it? To love someone so much you think you might simply come apart at the seams and burst.
It depends on where you do your bursting.
You know I love him, don't you?
This is sounding real defensive. You should probably get to the point before I remember to forget this whole thing and get out of here.
Tony is missing, Juno. He hasn't been home in a week.
A missing persons gig? What happened to Slow?
It isn't anything dire. Not for you, anyway. His ticker is still active. His pulse isn't raised in any way that suggests a struggle.
Did you really just say ticker?
Oh, you haven't heard? Bleeding-edge technology, Juno. Some poor fools over at Lannon & Sons were accused of insider trading for selling their stock before telling the public about old Lannon's most recent set of heart attacks. Tony and I decided to get ahead of the game and put R&D on the Saffron ticker.
You still haven't said what it does.
It isn't obvious? It reads key biosigns from whoever has it installed and puts them on a private feed for all of our stockholders to access. Oh, they're simply all the rage amongst executives. The sense of security really makes the stock's value soar.
You don't worry about whether or not someone could track you with that sort of thing?
Worry? Aren't you darling? I'd be worried if it didn't. That's one of its primary functions.
Oh.
You can turn that function off, of course. Everyone should be accorded some amount of privacy. This isn't the 22nd century, after all.
So I'm guessing your husband turned off his tracker, that right?
And this is why you're the detective. Yes, Tony deactivated his tracker for a full week now. The stockholders are starting to ask questions, and so am I. That man is going to have a lot to answer for when he comes home.
So you want me to bring him home, then?
Never.
Huh?
His pulse, Juno. I don't like how it looks. Very calm, and then suddenly very, very active.
I think I get what you're driving at. How long is he, active for?
For hours at a time. 2 or 3 times a day.
Isn't that kind of a lot for, you know?
Not when we were first married.
Ah. Well, at least you know he's still breathing. But what makes you so sure this isn't, I don't know, a kidnapping or something? I mean, besides his activity, I mean.
His checkbook is the only other evidence I have. A few hundred credits spent every day for the last 3 days.
That could be anything.
I know exactly what that is, Juno. I was a struggling actor once, and if he's run off, I don't want to have anything to do with him anymore. He'd be a fool to run away from this. Who is the public going to follow? Him or the Saffron Prince of Mars?
Here's hoping we never find out. My invoice is in the mail.
Where are you going?
Your husband's office. Most cheaters put their gold and jewels in a safe hidden behind 3 paintings and a wall clock, but the phone numbers that could end them never get more than a rusty old lock on a desk drawer. 9 times out of 10, if there's an affair going on, you'll find all the evidence you need in the cheater's desk.
And the 10th time? How do you catch a cheater the 10th time?
With their pants down, usually.
Well, that isn't funny.
I'll see you later, Julian. Hubby'll be home by breakfast. What you do with him then is your business. The central office for Saffron Pharma was exactly what you'd expect from a little mom-and-pop place like the DiMaggios ran. 3-story walls on all sides, landmines underneath dummy walkways, genetically engineered guard dogs that'll lick all 4 of their lips as they watch you pass. Places like that are all bark and no bite, though, if you know what to tell them, that is.
Please state name.
Julian DiMaggio.
Please insert keycard.
Or the Saffron Prince of Mars, whichever you got on tap.
Please insert keycard. Thank you. Have a good evening, Saffron Prince.
Julian gave me that key on the way out, but a key only gets you inside. There was still plenty of security past the front door. First, the dogs. Here, Poochie Poochie. Got a nice little treat for you. See this? Still bloody and everything. That's it. That's it. There. No such thing as a free meal, Fido. You remember that. The landmines were next, but I had that covered.
Mr. Steel, you did not just shoot that poor doggy.
He didn't feel a thing. I set my blaster to stun first.
You promise?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it sounds done. 70% sure. Easy.
Mr. Steel.
Candid about the dog, Rita. The map. Do you have the map ready?
Oh, the map. Right. Let's see. How many paths are there?
Half a dozen.
What time is it?
11.
Day?
You really need to know all this?
No, Mr. Steel, I'm just reminding you that I get overtime for this.
If I get blown to pieces, Rita, you don't get any time.
Right. Take your third path from the left.
You're sure about that?
Of course I am. I made the L's with my fingers and everything. Now go, Juno. I ain't got all night.
I taught Rita the L's trick, but she's one of those people R&D departments bring in for testing when they want to make sure their product's really idiot-proof. So I picked up the stake that Rover fell for and tossed it down the path number 3. Damn it, Rita.
Mr. Steel, are you all right?
I wouldn't be if I listened to you.
Mr. Steel, that ain't fair. I did exactly like you said. I swear I did. They got landmines under every square foot of that place, and the deactivated paths look different every day. On Sundays after 10, if there are 8 paths, you're always supposed to take the third one from the left.
8 paths?
That's what I said, ain't it?
Rita, there aren't 8 paths.
You said half a dozen.
That's 6, Rita. 6.
A dozen is 16, ain't it?
A dozen is 12. Now stop shouting and tell me where to go.
Who's shouting? I ain't shouting. Do you hear me shouting?
Rita! I don't have enough laser carts to take down all of Spot's friends, Rita. 6 paths, 11 at night, Sunday. Go.
Second one from the right.
I didn't have enough time to test it, and I was fresh out of stakes, so I booked it down the path as fast as I could.
Good evening, Saffron Prince.
Mr. Steel? Did you make it?
I'm fine. You got the map of the compound ready?
Bringing it up now. Mr. DiMaggio's office is exactly where you'd expect it. Top floor, good view. Security should be wide open from here on out, boss.
It better be. I can't see anything in here, Rita. I think it's safe to turn on a few lights.
I wouldn't. You got doors opening and closing all across the compound.
Security guards?
Well, I was going to say ghosts, but you're allowed your opinion. Did you know the ghosts will always go towards fluorescent lights, Mr. Steel? Franny told me that.
I think that's moths, Rita.
Ow.
All right, if I can't see, you're going to need to lead.
You can count on me, boss. Turn left.
Left? You sure about that?
Of course I am. I did the L's and everything. Turn right.
Thanks.
All right, stop. That's the one, straight ahead.
Well, Rita, which one's it going to be?
Oh, I don't know.
Getting cold feet?
It don't seem right playing games about something like this.
I'm at the desk. Last chance.
I got 50 creds on the bottom right drawer.
50? Big spender. I can't see a thing in here. Think it's safe to turn on the flashlight?
Of course it is. Just open the drawer. Oh, I can't take the suspense. What's in there? What is it?
No dice, Rita. No steamy letters either. Drawer's empty.
But it's always in that one.
Looks like we both lost the bet. You ever hear of an exec with nothing but empty drawers?
I hear Samson Cartwright's been that way ever since the war.
I meant desk drawers. There's nothing in any... Bingo.
Which one was it? Which one was it?
Top center. Ballsy choice. Done. All right, DiMaggio, what juicy secrets are you going to share with us today? Huh.
What is it? What is it?
It's fast food wrappers. The only thing this guy was cheating on was his diet.
That's it?
Rita, DiMaggio might be the most boring person we've ever tailed. Uh-oh.
Boss? What's wrong?
Were you watching the security feed just now? I think we've got company, Rita.
I know you do.
Oh no! Mr. Steel! Get out of there! Mr. Steel! Mr.
So this probably looks pretty bad.
It does.
I can explain.
Can you?
If you give me 30 seconds to think of a good lie, I can.
Keep your voice down. I don't think I need to tell you that you aren't allowed in here.
Thanks for telling me anyway. I got lost on my way to the bathroom.
Not just the room, the building. We lock up on weekends.
Yeah, well, I was looking for my bathroom. I got really lost.
Who are you?
A lady's got to have her secrets.
Hell, a lady wandered into a restricted area after hours, and now a lady's gonna go home.
That's too bad. Watch the dogs on the way out. They nip a...
I told you to keep your voice down.
I think you just persuaded me. You and your gun make a hell of a debate team.
Come on, sir, let's go.
You want to turn on a flashlight at least? I could trip and kill myself.
That sounds more like a solution than a problem to me.
Fair. Anyway, how long have you been working?
So you won't tell me who you are. Do I get to guess?
I get the impression that you're going to.
Easy. Shabby coat, shoes covered in mud, hands smell like raw meat.
All right, you got me. I play a butcher in the local Y2K fair.
Private eye. That's my guess.
You got all that from my clothes.
There's also a stink that comes with a PI. Desperation, cologne, bourbon.
Oh, you like the cologne? I'm trying something new.
So who's your client, PI?
If I told you that, I'd just be an eye.
Have it your way then. Here's the door.
There's one last question.
Bye-bye, PI.
No. Key card. Where's that key card?
Access
The
denied.
hell do you mean access denied?
Access, noun, definition.
I know the
a means of
definition. That's
entry.
not what I meant.
Denied, verb, past
Ah.
tense, definition. To refuse to
Rita,
grant
the hell's
something
going
to
on here?
someone.
I don't know,
In
Mr. Steele. She
context,
put a hard lock on
something
all the
equals
doors.
access.
I can see that. The hell kind of
Someone
security
equals
guard
you.
knows how to lock her own
Therefore,
boss
to
out?
refuse to
Security
give
guard?
access to
That's what I-
Julian DiMaggio, also known
Rita?
as Saffron, Prince
Yes,
of
Mr.
Mars.
Steele.
Have you ever heard of a security guard prowling around without any lights on, without carrying a flashlight, and who pulls a gun on you just so you'll keep quiet?
That sounds more like a burglar, Mr. Steele.
I need to get back in there. Find me a way inside.
I'm trying. She got the windows, too. The vents. Even the mailbox.
Something I could fit through and keep all my bones would be great, Rita.
I know.
What? What is it?
Well, she left one way in.
And
Round the corner to your left, behind the bushes, there you're gonna find a manhole cover.
you're kidding.
Have I ever kidded you before, Mr. Steele?
I want you to print a copy of that map for me, Rita. If I find out there was any other way in, you'd better have another job waiting.
Watch where you're stepping, Mr. Steele. You're making an awful lot of noise in there.
If you just spent 20 minutes crawling through Tuesday's lunch, Rita, you'd be a lot louder than that. You got a read on our friend?
She's in basement 1 now, poking around just the same as you were. I got reading saying she's going up and down the hall, sticking her nose through every door she sees.
Thorough. Must be looking for something.
Too bad for her she hasn't got one of me, right?
I'll get you an application.
So what's your guess, boss? Cat burglar? Super spy?
I doubt she's a spy. Not good enough liar.
Huh?
A spy wouldn't need to pull a gun on me. A spy would have a whole story ready for just this occasion. That's her?
That's her.
At least there's some light down here. What's that door she's staring down?
What door?
What do you mean, what door? It's the biggest one in this place. Looks like the airlock on a long-distance star hauler.
Ain't no door on that part of the map, boss.
No time to find out. Bye, Rita.
But Mr. Steele, you don't know what's...
I kept my distance behind her. As much as I could afford anyway, without those gates of hell cracking me like a walnut. Dark red light fell on everything like wet velvet. The floor was corrugated iron so thin your pulse made it shake. The whole place smelled like the kind of chewing tobacco a diesel engine might buy. Overall, it reminded me of the house I grew up in. A little cleaner, maybe. She rounded a corner, then another, and finally, she rounded a corner into a huge, open room with 1,000 lockboxes built into the walls. I followed her in.
All right, PI, what's your game?
Blackjack, usually.
You know what I mean. Who are you working for?
I'm a private eye. If I told you that, I'd
An
just be
eye. You said that already.
What, are you expecting me to come up with a new line every time someone asks a dumb question?
How about I see if I can beat a dumb answer out of you?
Sounds fun. Well, look who's on top.
Don't get used to it.
Now, let's see who you are. You want to get out your ID or should I? Better luck next time. Alessandra Strong. Private eye.
Nice to meet you.
So much for honor among thieves. Now, see, I'm not going to make the same mistake you did.
I'm sure.
Not going to phrase it as a question, I mean.
Right?
I'm just thinking out loud when I say, in general, I'd like to know who you're working for.
Ugh,
Didn't think that'd work. So what's in this room that's so important?
wouldn't you like to know?
I would, actually. If I didn't, I wouldn't. Wow, she could fight. And not dirty either. Big hits, the kind that make the room spin so hard you'd grab onto anything to make it stop. Even the security alarm. What's
that? What did you just do?
From the look of it, I just pulled 6 alarms with my 6 right hands.
Oh, you idiot.
Access granted. Good evening, Anthony DiMaggio.
You're lucky my key still works. Wait, where's my key?
For your safety, Anthony DiMaggio, this key has been reclaimed by Saffron Pharmaceutical's Security Division. To repeat this message, press pound now.
What did that thing just call you?
Compound lockdown commencing.
Damn it!
Hey, slow down.
I don't have time to kill you now.
That's good. So you're working for DiMaggio, huh?
Back off.
You have his key, so it seems pretty fair to assume.
I'm going to remind you I didn't have to do that.
You're a real charity worker, Alessandra.
Don't think I won't leave you behind if I have to.
Watch it! That was our exit, wasn't it?
There's another way somewhere. There! It's the long route. Try to keep up.
So, what's DiMaggio want from his own office that he can't get himself?
You're wasting your breath. And in your shape, you're going to need it.
I just haven't met many PIs who double as cat burglars.
You know how it is. Take pay for whatever you can. You've got to be kidding me.
Are those doors?
They look like teeth. You ever seen anything like this before?
Hallway with teeth? Yeah, but I did a lot of experimenting in my 20s.
You'll just have to run for it.
Through those? No, I got plans for these limbs later. I don't plan on losing them here.
Well, if we get stuck in here, the real security division's going to do a lot worse. You have any better ideas?
Good ideas don't come cheap.
Pitch yours and we'll talk.
See that control panel down there?
Past the dozens of closing doors, you mean? Yes, I do.
If I can hit that, will you tell me where DiMaggio is?
I'll take those odds. It's not like that shot is even possible. Huh.
So, pay up.
I'm not going to stand around and chat.
If you think you're walking out that
Once
easy...
we get outside, I'll tell you what I know about DiMaggio. Now shut up and run!
Strong and I got out of there fast as we could. She had the map, I had the gun, she had the brains. We worked together pretty well, when we weren't trying to kill each other. The sun was rising by the time we got outside. We made it.
I'm surprised. For a while there, I didn't think you'd last.
What's the matter? Never had a building try to eat you before?
You got a name, mystery detective?
I think you owe me something first.
I want to know who to make the check out to is all.
Fine. The name's Juno Steel. Your boss's name is Anthony DiMaggio, and you're gonna tell me where he is.
Somebody pay you to sniff him out?
I'm getting tired of you dodging the bill. Answer the question.
Fine. I don't know where DiMaggio is.
What?
I don't know where he is, but I do owe you something, so I'll say this. He called me 3 times over the last week from 3 different payphones across Hyperion City. Wherever the guy is, he's scared.
You must have more than that. How are you getting paid?
Checks at specific drop-off points.
A few hundred creds at a time?
My rates aren't a secret, Steel. You can look me up whenever you want.
That explains his checkbook, then. Where were those payphones and the drop-off points?
Remember when I said that DiMaggio was scared?
Sure.
How am I supposed to know you're not the one he's scared of?
There's no way to answer that, and you know it. Hey, where are you going?
I've got a paycheck to collect.
So that's it.
I might take a nap if I'm feeling frisky.
Come on, Alessandra. We've been through hell together. I don't get a little something?
Fine. Thank you. Bye now.
Not what I meant. Aren't you going to tell me about the little toy you picked up?
Not for 1,000 creds.
Good. I don't have 1,000. 10 cover it?
I don't owe you anything, Steel. Act like a hero all you want, but I wouldn't be in this mess if you just minded your own business.
What can I say? You make me feel like a hero, Alessandra.
You... What?
All it took was your eyes. Strong was a good fighter. Turns out she was an even better kisser. Her kiss made you tingle all over, and it ended with a real punch.
You! Oh, you!
So that's what you're into, huh? It's not really my thing, but I'm willing to learn.
Go to hell, Steel.
I watched her go. Can't say I didn't enjoy the view. Then the front gate closed and Alessandra Strong was gone. That didn't depress me too much. I knew I'd see her again before long. I had something she wanted. I snagged it from her pocket when she started kissing back. Learned that trick from someone I used to know.
How'd it go, Mr. Steele?
Didn't walk away empty-handed, that's for sure. Got something from our friend, Detective Strong.
Another detective!
You ever see something like this before, Rita? It looks kind of like a crystal. Dark red, has something inside it moving.
Oh, have you ever seen death bugs from Tartarus?
Yes, you know that one's my favorite.
Mr. Steele, it's so good. There's this planet, see, called Tartarus, only it ain't a planet. It's like a huge bug mom, and all these little bug eggs are always flying out of it, and the eggs go through space, and there's...
Hang on a sec, Rita. I've got another call.
Juno, is that you? Please, please, please.
Julian,
please,
slow
please,
down.
Please answer.
I answered. What's the problem?
Juno, I'm so sorry. I know I promised you. Well, I promised a lot of things. I do that, don't I? Make you a lot of promises.
You make me something, all right. Spit it out.
I just can't believe I... Tony.
You found him?
I did. Oh, Juno, he's dead.
What?
You have to help me, Juno, please. I'll pay whatever you ask.
Help you? The hell is going on here?
Tony is... Oh, my God, he's dead, and he's here in our bed, and he wasn't just a second ago, and I don't know how he... No!
It's the HCPD. Open the door.
Juno, help me!
Julian!
There he is. Get him.
Juno!
And then the scientist, the one who looks like Francis
No time,
Goldwater,
Rita.
but with the mustache, he finds out that the bugs are allergic
I need you to get the car and pick me up from
and
Saffron Pharmaceutical.
this late? Mr. Steele, I'm tired.
Just get over here.
Yes, boss.
So my missing persons case turned into a murder. Figures. There's no such thing as a quiet case on Mars. Only loud cases buried so deep you can barely hear them through all the dirt. I pulled the little crystal out of my pocket and stared into it. Red as Martian sand and something squirming beneath the surface. Something buried deep. But even from out here, I could tell it was going to be loud when it got out.
Mr. Steele!
Most things in my life are.
This better be good, boss. I had plans today.
Well, you got new ones now. You ever met royalty before, Rita?
What? Mr. Steele, really?
Really. Get us to Who's Got Rita, and quick. We're requesting an audience with the Prince of Mars.
The tale you've just heard, Part 1 of Juno Steel and the Prince of Mars, was told by the following people. Joshua Elon as Juno Steel, Kate Jones as Rita, Kat Buckingham as Alessandra Strong, Jason Mellon as the Saffron Prince, and Sophie Kaner and Scott Gallica as the ensemble. On staff at the Penumbra, Kevin Vibert is our lead writer and recording engineer. Sophie Kaner is our director, lead editor, and sound designer. Juno's theme was written by Ryan Vibert. The Penumbra was created by Sophie Kaner and Kevin Vibert. I'm so sorry you've been called away, dear traveler. We eagerly await your return.